Mastering English Introductions, a guide to formality and culture. Hello, English language learners. Today, we're going to dive into a crucial part of everyday communication, greetings and introductions. More specifically, we will be focusing on the aspect of introducing others and how we can highlight the connections between people. We'll also be touching on the topic of appropriate levels of formality, which plays a significant role in shaping our interactions within different cultural contexts. In English, there are different ways to introduce people, and these ways can vary depending on the level of formality required in a particular context. This can include casual, semi-formal, and formal introductions. Casual introductions are typically used in informal situations, such as meeting new friends or colleagues. A simple, "This is," name, or "meet," name, often suffices. Semi-formal introductions are common in professional settings, where you might want to provide a bit more information about the person you're introducing, like their role or job title. Formal introductions, on the other hand, are more elaborate and are often used in very formal or traditional settings, like diplomatic events or formal dinners. Here, you might include titles, full names, and even some context about the person's achievements or status. When it comes to the realm of cultural considerations, there are a few key things to note. Firstly, different cultures have various norms and expectations when it comes to formality. For example, in many Asian cultures, it's common to use honorifics, like Mr., Mrs., Dr., etc., and surnames when introducing others, especially in a formal setting. In contrast, many Western cultures tend to lean towards a first-name basis even in professional settings. Secondly, the connection between the people being introduced often determines the formality level. If you're introducing two close friends, a casual introduction is generally accepted, regardless of the cultural context. But if you're introducing two business partners or two people who have never met before, a formal or semi-formal introduction may be more appropriate. Let's look at some practical examples. Casual. "Hey, this is my buddy, Jake." Semi-formal. "I'd like you to meet Dr. Susan, our project lead." Formal. "May I present Ambassador Johnson, the United States Ambassador to the United Nations." Remember, the level of formality also applies to the language you use after the introduction. Be mindful of how you continue the conversation and try to match the language style to the introduction. That's all for today's lesson on appropriate levels of formality in English introductions. Remember, formality levels vary based on the context and culture. It's essential to adapt your language to suit these nuances. Practice these introductions and see how it enhances your communication skills. Stay tuned for more lessons on mastering English communication. Happy learning!